Hello. Sometimes back, few years back, I published a book about the structure of the atom. It is available on Amazon. Uh, my At that time, my language was not very good, but I did not edit it properly. But my basic concepts about the atom is discussing in the book is available uh, on Amazon. Its title is Atom consists of not only electrons and nucleus. In the previous videos, we saw that every mass defect in the universe is converted into a super thin, ultra fine form of matter. So, since mass defect is a universally occurring phenomena, space is filled with this type of matter. We discussed about this in our previous videos. So, if space is filled with a type of matter, then we know that most of the atom today, according to the current understanding, most of the space in an atom is empty. Nucleus is located in a very tiny region in the center of the atom. So most of the atom is empty, and the electrons are zipping around the nucleus. So what gives an atom its volume? It's one of the important questions in atomic world. What gives an atom its volume? So I participated some international atomic aim of physics conferences. I presented my my theory about atom in those conferences, and I published my abstract has been published in these conferences. The basic idea is if space is filled with a form of matter, then it is certain that it is the space inside an atom also must be filled with this type of matter. So this new model can explain many important phenomena in the atomic and molecular world. For example, how an atom emits and absorbs light, and chemical reactions, magnetic field, electric field, etc. So, if you are interested in my atomic theory, you can. In my recent book also, I am discussing about the structure of the atom, and now I am planning to edit my previous book. I am in the process of writing my paper for journal. Now I am taking a short break. Before I was in Bangalore because of some health concern. That, as I said in my previous videos, that Haili is a highly polluted region. Since it's a city, so now I came to my my native place is Kerala. So can find so many vegetations and spices, cardamom, everything. So it's very clean air and good water and good atmosphere. So I came here for a break, and I hope I can continue my work from here. So I plan to make a, I have some land, so I plan to make a build a building. So I will start I continue my research from this place. So it will be very good for my work. So I hope you who are watching my videos, thank you for your interest. So if you are interested, you can buy my previous book, but I need to edit now. I plan to edit the book. So according to my understanding, actually the current wave mechanical model or atomic orbital model of atom, the basic concept behind of the model is that there is interesting to see the historical development of the current atomic theory. After J.J. Thomson's discovery of electron, Rutherford's gold foil experiment helped to develop the that is the foundational concept of the current model of the atom. That the current, according to the current Rutherford gold foil experiment, has proved that most of the mass of the atom is concentrated in a central positively charged nucleus. And J.J. Thomson's discovery of J.J. Thomson discovered the electron. So to understand what gives an atom its volume, Rutherford proposed the idea that perhaps electrons are revolving or moving around the nucleus at high speed. So to explain the spectral lines, unique spectral lines of atom, Niels Bohr proposed the energy level model of the atom. So according to his idea, when an atom, according to Rutherford model, as you move away from the nucleus, it will become there is high energy level, and near to the nucleus is low energy level. So when an atom, when an electron jumps from a high energy, high outer orbit, high outer energy level, high energy level to inner orbit or inner low energy level, electron will emit a photon with the energy equal to the energy difference between the two energy level. That is the Rutherford Bohr model of the how an atom emits light, the spectral lines. So and the wave like behavior, the wave nature of the matter wave theory proposed by de Broglie helped in the development of the quantum mechanical model of the atom. Davison-Germer experiment has proved that moving electrons behave like a wave. So according to the current understanding, electrons are situated in different energy levels. They are behaving like a wave, matter wave. So according to the current understanding, current theory, electrons in an atom situated in different energy levels and behave as a matter wave. So, but we have seen in the previous videos that there is a relationship between the wavelength behavior of particles and the space filling matter. So according to my understanding, since space is filled with tiny particles of matter, when a particle moves through space, it will constantly collide with this type of space filling particles, and that causes a particle behave as a wave. So according to my understanding, the wave like behavior of particles is nothing but only is the interaction of moving particles with the space filling particles. So when a particle moves through space, it will constantly collide with the space filling particles, and that collisions results in the a moving particle behave like a wave. So in fact, the wave-like behavior of moving particles tells nothing but it's in fact the wave-like behavior of moving particle is simply one of the evidences for the space filling particles. So the Davison, in fact, Davison-Germer experiment does not tell anything about the actual structure of the atom or what is the status of the electrons in the atom. So I think that we need to completely there is a major change. We need to make major alternation or change in the atomic theory, because as I said before, if space is filled with a form of matter, the space inside an atom also must be filled with this type of matter. So in fact, the idea that electrons are moving around the nucleus at high speed is in fact is a baseless idea actually. In fact, that idea came from it's a brainchild of Rutherford and and Bohr. So this idea came from to find a solution to answer the question what gives an atom its volume, because Rutherford experiment has proved that most of the mass is concentrated in a very small tiny volume of the center of the atom. So how does an atom get this much volume? So to answer the question, Rutherford thought that perhaps electrons are revolving or moving around nucleus at high speed. So that is the only there is no evidence for the electrons constant motion around the nucleus. There is no experimental evidence. In fact, if you once you accept the fact that space is filled with a form of matter, and the space inside an atom also must be filled with a form of matter, then we can find a better answer or better solution for how an atom gets its volume. So this all problems can be solved with the concept that atom consists of not only electrons and nucleus. So according to my atomic theory, an atom has a nucleus, and it has a envelope. It has a dense region of this space filling matter around the nucleus, and the electrons are situated in this dense region. So so we can find a better model. We can develop a better model with this two new concept. So I presented this model in my many international atomic molecular physics conferences. So my abstract has been published. I can find my abstract from that. So anyway, thank you very much. I'm continue. My works are going on. So I'm taking a little break. I'm developing I'm preparing a paper. I have actually, in fact, I have many papers about mass energy, how mass defect results in the generation of energy, how nuclear energy is released, what the relationship between mass and energy, and all that. Uh, so also wave nature of matter and magnetic field, the emission of light, what is light, how light is emitted and propagated, what are radio waves, the structure of the atom, and so many works, so many papers I have. So I am in the process of developing. So it's a Herculean task. In fact, it is a Herculean task to develop all these papers, because I am a I'm a individual. So it will take some time, but